I'm canning peaches today. I'm doing peaches in a simple syrup, and I had a brilliant idea. While I already have the canner going, I've got simple syrup going. I have been wanting to make mint simple syrup for iced tea, for different things like that to keep in the fridge. But I want to go ahead and make some and can it. That way I'll have it on the shelf for when I need it. When we have company over, I could add it to even lemon water. I could add a little bit of that mint simple syrup for just a little bit of a nice sugary sweet taste. I could add it to so many different things, but I'm thinking about iced tea because I'm trying to get to where I make my iced tea with no sugar whatsoever, but having the ability to just add just a little bit to 1 cup would be awesome. So let's go out. We're gonna pick some mint really quick, and I'm gonna show you super fast how to make mint simple syrup. All right, here is our mint growing out in one of our wicking pots. It's been watered this morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and look for some beautiful, pull off some nice stems here. Oh, it smells wonderful. Oh, it smells wonderful. All right, so I'm gonna pick up a bunch. I'm gonna get as much as I can, really. This needs to be trimmed up a little bit. Give this guy a little incentive to grow. I think I'm gonna make about 3 cups of it. So we wanna get it a nice infused flavor. So I have about this much. Maybe I'll get a little bit more. About this much. Right, I want to wash this mint really well because we don't want any little buggies on it. We don't want any leaves that don't look good. So I'm going to look through that. Here's one that doesn't look so good. And it doesn't matter if we leave on the stems because we're going to pull it out. We're not going to leave it in the jars. We're going to let the mint infuse into the simple syrup. And you see my dirty dishes. My dishwasher went out, so I've got dishes everywhere trying to do by hand. So we've washed our mint, and now let me show you how to do simple syrup. I had this idea while I was doing the peaches. We're filming I had this idea while we were filming for the canned peaches. I've been wanting to make a flavored simple syrup. And I wanted to make mint flavored simple syrup to add to iced tea and lemonade and even ice water. And this is the perfect time. I have some of that simple syrup left from filling the jars. So what I did was I want to make about 3 jars and a half. I want to do in these 1/4 pints. So I'm actually going to can this. It should be shelf stable for about a year. So I could give it away as gifts if I wanted to, or have it at the ready for when we have guests over and different things. Now I've showed you how to freeze some syrups, but this one I'm going to can because I think it'll be pretty up on the shelf. So what I've done is I have about 4 cups of water. So if you're going to make a simple syrup, it's usually 1 to 1. If you're going to do 1 cup of water, it's 1 cup of sugar. I had a little bit of the syrup left over from our peaches, so I just sort of guesstimated. So I am going to add about 2 more cups of sugar to this water. And what I'm going to do is throw my mint in that we washed, and we're going to let that simmer. We're going to let the sugar melt, and then I'm going to bring that to a boil, take it off the stove, and let it steep just a little while so that mint really infuses that sugar water. We're going to take the mint out and discard it, and then we're going to fill the jars and water bath can just like we do everything else. I'm throwing this in last minute because I already have the canner going. I have my peaches in there right now. So by the time I finish this, I ought to be ready to go ahead and throw these jars in. So that's something to think about if you are working in the kitchen, you're doing some sort of batch cooking. What could you do while you have everything out? I don't normally have my big canner in the kitchen because I don't like to use it on my glass stove. I do that outside a lot, so I generally am doing smaller canning batches on my glass top with a big stock pot. but I needed the big canner for those larger jars. And as I was cleaning up, I thought, man, I could really throw in the mint, get that done and have it ready, and give it a whirl and some iced tea and see how yummy it really is. So let's go ahead and process this and get started. We have brought our mint simple syrup to a boil. We're ready to pour it up into the jars. Again, I've got my funnel, ready to use my funnel. Put my funnel in the jar, and I'm going to strain it this time. So we don't really want bits of mint in our simple syrup. We want it to be clear. So I'm going to use a strainer just in case. Ooh, it's a pretty color. That. Okay, a little tricky. Same premise. We are going to leave a little bit of headspace. I'm going to transfer this over to the next one. Let's see if we can do a little bit more. Over to the next jar. It's such a pretty color. So again, this is something I just thought about when we were doing the peaches. I've got the peaches back over there on the stove. You can probably see them over there, waiting for the popping sound. I've been wanting to do this simple syrup, and it was the perfect time to just add it in, get it done. I had some jars. Now we'll have plenty for the summer. You see, I should have taken the big pieces of mint out. Okay, we're going to finish up these jars, and then we're going to process them, and I'll show you how that works. I'm finishing up our peaches back there and our canned mint simple syrup. This is what was left over, so I put it in this real pretty jar to keep in the fridge, and I'm gonna give it a try in some iced tea and let you know how it is. So if you're looking for a simple recipe, adding flavors to simple syrup is a great way to add to homemade lemonade, iced tea, even water. Different things like that. It's just a great simple thing to keep in your fridge on hand. I've shown you how to make this simple syrup out of blueberries and strawberries for lemonade. It's the same idea. I think this is going to be really nice in some hot tea and iced tea. So come on out of the back porch and join me. Let's give it a try. These birds are always at the back door. Gotta run them off. Go on, girls. Get off my deck. Come on. Go. Get to going. Go. Where's the other one? Come on. Go. Get off. Don't poop on my deck. Go. Ooh, hear the owls. Giddy up. Come on, old girl. You can do it. I know. Go. Go. Go.